Hey everybody, it's Brian Poth from the Source LGBT Plus Center, and this is our virtual center today. And I am excited to talk to Alix Carranza. He is our pop-up facilitator out in Kings County. How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing well, just trying to stay busy and trying to stay washing my hands.
Yeah. How many times a day do you think you wash your hands right now?
I had a thing with washing my hands already, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, yeah. My partner and I went out to go to the bank this morning, and we have these like gloves, but I didn't want to put two gloves on. I only put one on, and so I sort of look like Michael Jackson. We had a fun laugh this morning. So
I did it when I went to put gas. I actually
yeah.
did
So
that.
you have gloves too?
Yeah.
I know, but what do you do with the glove after?
Well, I
Pull
have
it off and then
disposable gloves. So
okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, it's nice to see you. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us today. So I wanted to find out. You have been running our pop-ups in Kings County for this whole year, really,
Yeah.
along with Spencer and Dean. And what are your plans for the pop-ups now that people are, sheltering in place and things like that? What are you going to be doing?
So the plan is to use Zoom as a video. It's like a video conferencing kind of app you can use on your phone, you can use on your laptop. Um, and luckily, I joined a group last night um, with Zoom with the source, and it actually worked out really well, and I actually enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
So I actually enjoyed the fact that I didn't have to go anywhere. But it's understandable and even if you want to join, you can not have any audio or video. You can just be there listening. If you need any sort of support right now, I think we're going to be making sure everybody's staying mentally healthy, because isolating ourselves like this can cause some sort of social distancing is already for health reasons, yeah, but we kind of need interaction. So I think we're going to start with that, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're not going to stop.
That's awesome. So how do people that are in the pop-up right now that come out, twice a month, or how are they going to find out how to get a hold of you on Zoom? What should they do?
So I am on Facebook. So we are on Facebook. We have our own little groups for people that do join pop-ups. We have a lot of regulars that will join. So we have everybody's contact information, and anybody that's come maybe once or twice, they can't make it all. We're all connected. We all kind of know each other like friends, school, and as far as school and work. So if you find me on Facebook and you send me a message saying you want to join the pop-ups, I can send you a link and we can
Awesome.
talk from there.
And so they'd be looking for Alix,
Alix
A,
Carranza.
Alix Carranza, A
Alex with
I
an
wait
I.
ALIX, right?
Yeah, Alex with an I.
And then if they wanted to send you an email, they could do that too, right? Alex at
Yes.
thesourcelgbt.org.
Yes, definitely,
Cool.
definitely.
And you have kind of a lot of jobs. So not only do you work for us at the Source, you also are you work for the Warm Line, correct?
Yes, I work for the Tulare and Kings County Warm Line. It's a 24-hour non-crisis telephone service, completely free, completely confidential, non-judgmental place where you can just call and share your thoughts, share your feelings. We're really hoping that we're really working on the preventative side, hoping that if you talk about those feelings, talk about what's going on, talk about your stress, talk about your mental health, it kind of brings you back, kind of back to being grounded instead of having your thoughts kind of all jumbled up everywhere. We're really working on that, because sometimes after you talk about it, you let it out, you talk about it, you hear yourself talk about it, it kind of helps you de-escalate. And non-crisis doesn't mean I'm having an anxiety attack. That's probably a crisis like that. No, that's not a crisis. If you're not thinking about, really hurting yourself, or even if you are, but you don't have a plan, you can still call us and talk to us about it, and we can go from there.
Wow. And how long have you been doing that?
Almost a year in April. and it's peer-to-peer run. You know, we're living experience, people that have dealt with things like depression, postpartum, things like that, anxiety, you know, panic attacks, and we kind of know how it feels. So we believe you, and that's important because a lot of the times people that are calling us have family members that they say, "I don't believe you. Like this is fake," and it's not. It's real, and we are living proof, and that's how we connect with you.
Yeah. And have you seen an uptick in phone calls since people have been isolating themselves, or is it sort of the same?
Not just yet, but I did notice that we are getting calls from around the valley more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you get calls from out of state
Right,
as
we
well.
get calls from out of state. We don't turn them away because we love what we do,
Mhm.
and you know we do limit the time. But we are contracted with Tulare and Kings County, so we want to make sure we reach out to our community around here. But I noticed lately that most of my calls are from around here, and
And
it's
what's the phone number people would call if they
the
needed?
phone number. Yeah, I have the phone number is I have a little picture right here. So there's that. So it's 1-877-306-2413.
That's awesome. Is that an iPad or a screen or
No,
something?
it's a really cool notepad.
Oh, cool. I can't tell like
Yeah.
through the computer what things are, but yeah, that's really cool. So, and we'll put those in the chat comments below the video
Awesome.
and share that number with everybody.
Definitely.
But I did also want to talk to you a little bit and let people know like how we know you, right? So like you were part of the very first leadership academy at the Source, and you have come such a long way. I remember, you were very quiet and
Yeah.
shy, and I could just tell a story about you. Like we had a speaker cancel around Trans Day of Visibility. I think it was last year or maybe the year before, and you stepped in to facilitate, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy what?" Here's this quiet dude who has like really killer facilitating skills, and like you touched so many people, and I just was so impressed with you. So um, yeah, I just am really grateful you're out there in Kings County because there's not a lot of resources. But what was your experience like in Leadership Academy? How did that shift things for you?
For me, the Leadership Academy really I really enjoyed it because it helped me talk to people. It helped me give me some confidence on how to talk to other people. I met a lot of different individuals. I met you, and Nick, and seeing how you two carry yourselves and each other in a team, and being so confident in your work and being so involved in it, really, I don't know, it just really touched me. And I don't think I knew my potential until I started doing these things, until like, you're like, put I mean, you didn't put me on the spot, you gave me the option, but I was like, "Okay, well, let's try it." And, just I'm still I think I'm still shy sometimes, but I can definitely carry myself in a different way now. On top of that, I have confidence throughout my transition, and that just kinda, like, helps. But the Leadership Academy really opened up my eyes to a lot of things and how big the community is. Um, and I think it's a great thing because if you have things like that, in your resume, that's one of the main reasons why my my job kind of picked me out, because of the Source, because the Source is known very well around here, and they're like, "Hey, what kind of work do you do?" And things like that, so that it really helped me, boost my career, and it's still helping me. And I'm not sure if this is something that maybe I can get into more in the future.
Yeah, it's definitely been a pleasure to get to know you and see all of the growth. But you had all that potential when you came in, and I think it just gives the opportunity for people to experiment with public speaking and
Yeah.
advocacy and being around people who are new at that as well.
Mhm.
So, and I think what I see in you is a humbleness that I think is really accessible and authentic, because, even though we do this work, we are not experts, right? We just have lived experience, and we're trying to let people know, like, hey, this is what it was like for me. And,
Yeah.
I have bad days and I have good days. And that kind of peer support is so powerful.
Right.
Sometimes I think when people kind of, when you're talking to somebody who you think knows everything, there's a fear of like sharing your realness with them. So I just think you're totally. I just love your authenticity. I love your honesty, and I can see why people gravitate toward you. And I mean, we went from pop-ups that were uh, probably people like 5 or 6 people were going, and now you have sometimes how many people in your group?
I think the most I've ever had was somewhere between 12 and 15
Yeah,
one time, yeah.
yeah,
But at least 7, at least. That's
yeah.
maybe like more 7 to 10.
And a lot of the reason why people may not be able to come to group is like the travel or the
I think
transportation. So maybe with the Zoom calls, we might see more people being able to log on from home and
yeah.
come in. So
Yeah.
that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, no, and that's why I kind of joined into the other group last night. I didn't have to make that drive to Visalia. That takes me a little while, not too long, but it
But
takes.
it's money and gas and time, and yeah, yeah. Well, I do also want to ask, during this time of isolation, I know that some of us have our favorite go-to like TV shows or Netflix. What's your favorite, what are your favorite things to kind of watch right
Well, for me, the History Channel and anything to do with aliens. So
now?
I'm
You
a
and Nick both.
I'm a big guy on conspiracies, ancient aliens, the Curse of Oak Island. Kind of like treasure
What?
hunting. Yeah,
The Curse of Oak Island.
that's what it's called. Yeah,
I have, well, I'll have to watch it.
yeah.
What's it about?
So it's about two brothers that basically go searching for treasure that has a lot of history behind it.
Okay.
I think even one of our presidents was out there trying to find treasure back in the day. I think it was Roosevelt. I'm not really sure, but
Okay.
there's a lot of history behind it, and they find things that should not be there given our timeline of our history.
Oh,
So that kind of changes things up, and it's really interesting. I don't want to spoil it for you, but you
so
should
is it a TV show like scripted, or is it a documentary kind of reality show?
kind of like a reality kind of thing. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah, yeah. So
That's
it's really
cool.
cool.
Wow. Okay. Well, so it's Curse of Oak Island and then sort of any ancient alien show.
Yeah, and Project Blue Book has to do with
Oh, yeah, the
aliens as
aliens.
well. So yeah,
Yeah.
but it's based on real events. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm all in for that. I love that stuff too. Nick sort of introduced me to that, and
Mm,
yeah, he loves Alien Con and all that cool stuff.
yeah.
So, but hey, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us today. And we can, this is a way to introduce you to a lot of folks. So if there's anyone in Kings County that wants support or needs support, contact Alix,
Mhm.
because Alix hosts the pop-ups in Kings County and also works for the Warm Line. So we'll share that information in the, I guess, the typing area in Facebook. Oh my gosh, I'm so old. The typing area. But thanks again, Alix. I really appreciate all you do for us, and take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you so much.